Sweet. Yes.
The mobile version is pretty cool.
The mobile version?
Yeah.
Kinda. I don't think it's near as good as the PC version.
Then you're wrong.
KC, we have beaten all of them because we've got Moonlord gear, but in this map we're trying to beat Plantera is our #1 goal, so we can open this little crimson chest and get the vampire knives. So what I'm kind of going through here looking for mithril. If we have any, we may need to go back to the other world to get it. I'm also mapping some of the dungeon or jungle to make sure that whenever we find it, we can see it. So yeah, this is our Moonlord gear. Yeah. We know we need the mechanical bosses, but I think we just don't have any of those summoner ingredients. Do you know if we have summoner ingredients in the other world?
Yeah.
We do?
Uh-huh.
Like which ones?
Well, of course, Souls of Night. And also...
No, I mean just the full thing made. Well, maybe we do. Let's go into... We have some new folks. Let's go into... That's a great question. Let's go into the other world. Let's show... We have some new folks here that I don't recognize before, so let's show them our HM farm. I think that'd be pretty cool because a lot of folks like to see... A lot of Terraria players like to see other worlds that you put a lot of time in, right? Mm-hmm. And HM Farm is a really good one, right? So, what's up, Draw Owen? Had to look at it for a second. Thanks, man. Thanks for the follow, buddy.
Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate it. All right, and I want to dump off a bunch of these potions because I like it a potion. All right, let's dump. Wait, here. So would we consider ourselves rich or not? So compared to the rest of the planet, yes. Privileged, considering the rest of the planet lives like $30,000 a year or less. For the rest of standards in America, nah, probably not really.
Oh yeah, HM Farm, right?
Yes, HM Farm. So this is pretty good. This is where when I see someone who's really set up their world, this is where I get the most ideas from when I go look at other people's streams and their play. Is it up? Mm-hmm. Okay. Ash is in charge of the servers. And switch over. So we made our house out of granite, smooth granite, and then we built in the same fashion where they're up and down, and Asher painted all this pink and red stuff here with the painter. And then we like to do the vertical housing so the NPCs can't get away and you don't end up chasing them everywhere. So they have this very narrow range, but they have a tall house, so it suits as valid housing. And then we've got this one here, the spawn point, right above the nurse, which is on purpose. And then the builder stuff right below the guide. And then the dryad in the middle so she can protect all the other ones. And then the one we go to the most common ones, Mortimer over there, or whatever his name is, and this goblin we put on the edge because we're always reforging stuff. Speaking of which, this slime staff is about to get reforged. Let me just do this. Ruthless.
Okay.
We want broken, don't we? Right? We want a low damage one. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
I'll show you why in a minute. A slow, inept, furious, deranged. Yes, that's a good one. Minus 12 damage and minus 10 knockback. That's a really good one for what we're doing. That's good.
But he said broken.
That's fine. It's still good. There's no knockback on these things. That's good. So there's our house, and we put it up off the ground so that then hung all our banners here to have banner power. So for when we do our jamming, like when we do the pirate invasion or Martian invasion or whatever. And then we hang up our trophies that we get.
Okay, now all we need is 30 bones.
All right, hang on. Let me look at just our summoner things that we have.
I got the
Oh, we have a ton of bones.
I got the mechanical eye, mechanical worm, and all we'll need is just 30 bones.
Okay. Jungle key. There you go.
And
all right. Now here's the big idea of what we did with this world. Now this is usually what makes people kind of trip, is how much time we put into this. So if you look at this world, we put in cuts vertically down the world so that corruption couldn't go on either side, and they have to be, I think, 6 wide. Let me go to one and I'll show you. So look at this. There you go. So we have an arrow down. So this constitutes, all right, I got to go down here. So we made this wide enough so corruption can't spread across it if it gets that way. And then we also put in the left and right and minecart track either way. And anyway, so at every junction there's left and right, and every top down there's a let me go up and get away from these bad guys. And so yeah. So we made cuts vertically so that corruption can't spread. We also made cuts horizontally for corruption, and so it's easy to travel. There's a couple places that, like right here, we had to go around the temple because we hadn't broken the temple yet. We didn't do much with the bottom, other than I think we had a straightaway for a while for Wall of Flesh, but we beat that pretty good. And we did have to cut through the dungeon right here a couple times, but you can kind of see in here there's arrows at almost every juncture here. And then as we're rolling along, we have a little $sign that tells us to stop for our money machine right here that we drop in, the Kenichi money machine. Yeah, and then, so there's that. This is a world we were going to keep for a long time to do stuff in and store all our stuff in, but this is kind of some ideas we had. This took a long time. Don't underestimate the time it takes to do that. And you can see it's very well mapped and lit up. Yep, that's what we've got. And you can see that everywhere I've gone, I've planted torches. So here's the tree farm, and we plant it every 5 steps or 5 blocks. And that's our marker for the tree farm, as well as lights up the world. Yeah, and then you can see how, look at all the torching we did here. Just to light up the world, because we knew if we were going to spend any time in here on the stream, it's really helpful, because normally Terraria worlds are dark, but if you're going to stream something, you need to be able to show the whole thing and make it vibrant and bright for the stream. So we took some extra time in making the whole world lit up. So I mean, you can see the level of torching everywhere. It's pretty insane, the amount of torches we put up. All right. And then we've got some dedicated fishing holes, like this guy is where we fish here for some stuff. Right. And
also I made a huge space for water in the thing.
Yep.
In marble.
Yep, so we've got some different fish. We got some crop areas to harvest crops when we need them for potions. We've got a jungle house that we can put the dude in. We've got a couple of mushroom farms that we can put the mushroom guy in. And we've also made some spawn pits for when we do the Pumpkin Moon event.
Here's the little ditch on my screen.
So like this guy. Oh yeah, the ditch.
Yeah.
So this little trap area with heart statues that pop heart statues out, and then you can dip in here and get some honey for some regen.
Well, it doesn't pop heart statues out, it pops hearts out.
Hearts, yeah. And then the stuff falls in here and helps us kill it. All this other good stuff, right? So we got a few of these set up. And yeah, we pretty much mapped everything. I mean, there's a couple of these empty spots that we haven't done, but it really didn't fall within the storyline, and we wanted to hurry up and get her done. So there's a few areas that we've skipped. But if we really want to know what's there, we can do this. Right. Just do that and then come in here. And this is super helpful with the archaeology's gizmo pack. Whoa! It's one of those dune racers. Sandworms from Dune. The land of Stan. He who controls the spice.
The huge ones?
Yeah.
Oh, those are dune splishers.
Hmm. But we can come in here like this and put in some lighting for the world. And I like to do this too. And even on the bottom of the ocean, I'll come in here, or bottom of the water, I'll come in here and dig holes so we can light up the bottom of everything too. And see what's in it. I like to put it in the wall so I can see not only the cavern, but what's next. I usually don't torch and light up the middle of the cavern, because it's better to put it on the edge so you can see where the borders are and what is next door, especially if you have a Rod of Discord, where you can kind of you can kind of travel through the wall.
SPLICER.
Like so. So that's what we would do. Doesn't take, for an individual little chamber, it doesn't take that long. For all of the chambers, it kind of takes forever. And I'm much more diligent about doing it than Ash is. He'll get distracted and start playing around, whereas I was pretty focused on getting this done so we could kind of have this as a home base for the stream. Anyway, there you go. That's our story. Cool. It's a lot of good work, but we knew this was going to be a world we were going to keep, so we kind of made it cool, you know. We have our buffers up here, so you spawn up here, heal from the nurse, roll up here, hit the thing, and then go right back into action. And hopefully you're ready to go. Look at there. And then we do this little thing that looks kind of cool, where we do 5 spots and then grade the land. And every 5 spots is a tree plant also. So yeah, you see how, I mean, there we'll take all the surrounding areas. I really do like to have the land, the surface, nice and graded.